Happening now, the jury remains out for a man accused of trying to kill a deputy. And a county lawmaker speaks out on cell tower.
I'm Justin Gould in the First Defense Weather Center. We're tracking some heavy snow showers across the region today. Details coming up.
An NBA superstar tears his ACL, and the Bonnies with a big matchup against St. Louis at the Riley Center. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Those stories and more in sports next.
That's News Now for Tuesday, February 7th, 2018.
Live and on demand from the Chautauqua Audio Works studios in downtown Jamestown. This is your source for breaking news. WNY News Now.
Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Rory Palero. Jury deliberations continue for the man accused of attempting to murder a Chautauqua County Sheriff's deputy. Police say Justin Haffa choked Deputy Sarah Cunningham and tried to make her take her gun during a traffic stop. The Dunkirk Observer is reporting that District Attorney Patrick told the jury in closing arguments yesterday that Haffa tried to rob Cunningham, kill her, and steal her car to get away. And we'll keep you posted as jury deliberations unfold. It's been a record-setting winter for Erie, Pennsylvania, and the city by the lake is about to record the most snowfall on record ever for that city. Just a little more than a month after a historical blizzard blasted Erie, the city will pass 149.1 inches of snow. Now here's a look back at that massive December blizzard. The record has been announced by the National Weather Service Cleveland office, and in reaction to the current expected snows, the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation has adjusted the speed limit on its northwestern portions of the interstate thruway system to 45 miles an hour. A 100-foot Verizon cell tower being considered for the Hillcrest Baptist Church in Jamestown remains on hold as it has been removed from today's Zoning Board of Appeals agenda. County lawmaker David Wilfong has been a vocal leader in the fight against the tower.
We really don't want that cell tower in our area. There's no really need for it. What I want my neighbors to know is that if they don't come and support us and shooting this down, that's how cell towers get put up. You know, nobody's paying attention, and the next thing you know, boom, there's this 250-foot beast right up the top of the hill is where it's proposed. That can't do anything good for, like resale value of houses and stuff like that. It's just a poor place to have it. We got to find just a different place for it. I'm not against the church looking for revenue. All churches need revenue. I mean, I get that part of it, but we don't want it in our neighborhood.
The tower will not be considered by the board until at least March 7th. There are cell towers in various locations throughout Chautauqua County. Local towers are located on Orchard Road west of Falconer, Hardscrapple Road on Westfield, Clymer Hill, Brainerd Hill in Ellington, Meadow Road in Arkwright, Clinton Avenue in Fredonia, and one in Mina. Verizon said there is, quote, limited flexibility where the project could be located. Now, we check in with Justin Gould, who's in our Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter's chair today.
It's a big chair to fill for sure, Rory. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. Wanted to take you to the Lake Erie Bayfront camera in Erie, Pennsylvania to start off our weather segment. You see snow coming down there, and again, Rory, as you mentioned just a few minutes ago, that they've dropped speeds down to 45 miles an hour on that portion of the I-90 and the rest of the major roadways in northern Pennsylvania. Not surprised if New York State DOT would do something like that going on in our area as well. Looking over Chautauqua Lake, right now it's 21 degrees in Jamestown, and visibility is pretty low as you see across the Chautauqua Lake camera. And it's pretty cold out there as well, with a feels like temperature of around 11 degrees. Full forecast details coming up here for the city of Jamestown. First, though, I wanted to take you to the Viper radar. It's a nicer high-def radar that we can use as tools, and you see a lot. Look at that band of snow that's really pounding portions of Route 60 and then the northern areas of Jamestown here, Bemis Point. They're seeing a lot of snow and some pretty nasty visibility. Again, that's why that lake camera looked so dark. and portions of the city of Jamestown as well. We'll see more of that snow coming up. Otherwise, your forecast for today, heavy snow, 4 to 7 inches expected here in the city of Jamestown. 26 degrees expected in southern Chautauqua County as we head towards the lakeshore. Not too much different, only 25 is our high today. We'll time out the rest of the snow totals for much of the region, and then also that extended forecast coming up. Rory?
Okay, thank you very much, Justin. In new news, the I Love New York signs are coming down across New York State. The Cuomo administration has agreed to remove and replace hundreds of the highway signs after federal officials threatened to withhold $14 million in funding. State officials plan to install new signs this summer and will consult with the feds on the design features. New York stopped short of admitting defeat in the fight with the federal officials, however, saying the new signs are needed anyway for a new tourism campaign. New York spent more than $8 million taxpayer dollars on the I Love New York signs in recent years. State officials have credited the signs with driving up tourism and said the new campaign will carry the theme of New York has it all. The Federal Highway Administration says the funding will be withheld until all of the state's signs are removed. Next, SUNY schools report a 10% increase in scholarship applications. And later, a look at the latest Sports Illustrated cover when we return.
First Defense Weather is sponsored by Quick Solutions of Jamestown. Count on Quick Solutions for printing, copying, mass mailings, and so much more. Part of your team. Learn more at QuickSolutionsUSA.com. That's you're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
Everything's made fresh here. We love to be outside, and it's nice inside if it's raining, so we have a choice.
Locals and non-locals agree that the Main Landing is quickly becoming a destination.
It's just so casual, and just the food is amazing.
I love the hamburgers.
But I really like the tuna I had.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
Do news like no one else. Investigations that get results.
There was a bunch of kids over here playing football, and the ball kicked over onto her. She picked it up and took a butcher knife, stabbed it. Cops wouldn't do nothing.
WNY News Now investigates, standing up for you while holding the powerful accountable. If you have a problem, we're here to help. WNY News Now. WNY News Now is sponsored by Chautauqua Audio Works, 3335 South Roberts Road in Fredonia. More than a music store. Call 679-4333. Call now, 679-4333.
SUNY schools have seen a 10% increase in applications the last year. Governor Andrew Cuomo is crediting the Excelsior Scholarship Program, which offers tuition at no cost to the student. Cuomo said the program offers educational opportunities to students who may not have been able to previously afford college. And SpaceX, the most powerful rocket in the world, and it made its maiden launch yesterday. The Falcon Heavy, a SpaceX rocket, completed a picture-perfect liftoff from Kennedy Space Center, Florida on Tuesday. Rachel Crane was there.
SpaceX's Falcon Heavy just had its maiden launch and became the world's most powerful operational rocket in the world by a factor of 2. Now, it launched from Launch Pad 39A just over my shoulder, which is, of course, where Apollo 11 sent humans to the moon. The rocket powered by 27 engines, and when at full throttle, it has over 5 million pounds of thrust, which is the equivalent of 18 747s. And man, when that rocket launched, could you feel the rumble? I mean, it was amazing to experience. We also know that they landed 2 of their boosters, and you could also hear the sonic booms here at Kennedy Space Center. The excitement in the air was palpable. Everybody came out from the buildings here at Kennedy Space Center to witness this incredible incredibly exciting and historic launch. Rachel Crane, Kennedy Space Center, CNN.
About 2.5 minutes after the launch, the two sides on the rocket, the boosters, were detached and headed back to Earth. In a never-before-seen feat, SpaceX managed to guide at least two of the Falcon Heavy's first-stage rocket boosters to land upright back on Earth. While the Falcon Heavy is the most powerful rocket around today, it's not the most powerful in history. That honor belongs to NASA's Saturn V that carried astronauts to the moon and was retired in the 1970s. E-commerce giant Amazon is officially worth more than the software company Microsoft for the first time in history. Amazon's market value of $685 billion makes it the third largest corporation in the nation, behind Google and Apple. The online retailer's momentum this past year positions it to possibly surpass the other two on the way to the $1 trillion mark.
Now, your first defense forecast with Dakota Hunter.
And I'm Justin Gould in for Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter with a look at your forecast. And man, it is pretty snowy out there. I know Tanya in the comments was commenting about the snow in Erie, Pennsylvania. She said Erie County has seen more snow, and that story wasn't true. In fact, Erie, Pennsylvania sits in Erie County, Pennsylvania, which a lot of people don't know about. So kind of that confusion there. But they have seen a ton of snow. And today, they're going to see even more of it. But here in the city of Jamestown, the story pretty much is 4 to 7 inches of snow possible throughout much of this afternoon. A lot of that accumulation already occurred earlier this morning, with highs ranging in the mid-20s. Wanted to show you a wide view of Doppler vision across much of the eastern seaboard. You see Baltimore hitting with some rain down in the Virginias, and then through Pennsylvania, we get that rain-snow mix, and then as you kind of come up from here, it's all snow. Closer look at the Viper high-res radar. Showed you this a little earlier. Here's another live picture at it. You see a lot of that heavy snow kind of attacking much of Route 60 and Chautauqua Lake, hence why that lake camera we showed you a little earlier was so dark and dreary. And pretty much that's the main snowmaker right now for our area. Out towards Cat County, they have another pretty heavy band of that as well. And I mean, even these lighter bands are still coming down quite a bit. Wanted to take you to Future Scan this afternoon. The snow continues. We see through Jamestown some more heavy bands projected. And then as we head throughout this evening, things slowly begin to clear out with some clouds, although there is quite a bit of possibility up towards Chautauqua Ridge area that they could see some more of that snow develop throughout the 4 or 5 o'clock hour. But as we head throughout the overnight, things look pretty good, clearing out as well. And that'll be nice as we head into the weekend, although you're going to want to not hold your breath yet because we still have another chance for some more snow. Wanted to show you some snow totals projected 4 to 7 again here in Jamestown. Lesser amounts as you head eastward. Sherman 3 to 5. Same story all the way up throughout the North County. And then as we head down maybe through Olean, 5 to 8 inches of snow is expected. The Metrocast for the city of Jamestown this afternoon, 25 degrees at 1 o'clock with snow showers expected to continue. As we head later in the evening, 21. That's when we could see those breaks of sun as well come out throughout much of the area, and then into tonight as well as we cool off. Zone weather, looking at much of our region, we'll start in Chautauqua County. You see we will again see those snow showers early on and a little bit of wind as well. Temps pretty much ranging from the upper teens to the low 20s. Here in the southern portion of the county will be 18 to 19 degrees, 18 in Cassadaga. Fredericksburg's the exception. They're 20 degrees expected for tomorrow. And then up to the North County tomorrow, 20 degrees in Fredonia. Looking towards Cat County now, teens in the northern portion of Cattaraugus County, 20s down through Olean. Looking at some of the model data earlier today, it looks like this is where snow can stick in Ellicottville. We'll see that snow continue tomorrow, but as we head throughout the southern portions of Cattaraugus County Olean could even see some sunshine as well. Looking at your extended forecast on Wednesday, again, pretty much we could see a mix of that snow for the rest of today. Tomorrow, we'll get to see that sunshine as well. Looking later in the week, the weekend breaks of sunshine, but Rory, we can't count out the snowmaking machine all the way. Temps will be a little warmer. We'll finally get out of these 20s into the mid-30s. And on Monday, some sunshine. Much needed relief for sure. Full forecast coming up in just...
Well, it's good to know that spring training is coming closer. Pitchers and catchers report in 8 days.
Right, from a big baseball fan.
Yes. And speaking of sports, Justin, thank you for the coverage. What we have coming up, the NBA's one of their best players tore his anterior cruciate ligament. And St. Bonaventure preview coming up.
First Defense Weather is sponsored by Quick Solutions of Jamestown. Count on Quick Solutions for printing, copying, mass mailings, and so much more. Part of your team. Learn more at QuickSolutionsUSA.com. That's QuickSolutionsUSA.com. Like great food, great news needs experts. Become a community reporter. When you see breaking news or have a news tip we should know about, drop us a line on Facebook today. Speaking of great food, Jeremy's Bellevue offers pasta, classic burgers, seafood, and of course, wings. Visit Jeremy's Bellevue on Facebook.
The team that puts coverage first. We have some breaking news. Police confirming now that Steve Stevens was found dead in Erie, Pennsylvania.
His house is on fire and it's dangerously close to the Appleyard Terrace.
Fire crews battling another blaze.
Needs to be treated as the terrorist act that it is.
He got the ball, he just went to the hoop and he shot it.
And as for the star of the show, Tucker Pierce.
I feel good.
Proceeds from the Battle of the Classes going to the Alex Folk Foundation.
50 years of service and dedication to anything is very impressive. Put your lives on the line for your neighbors.
It's just something that I think people should do. You have to give back to the community.
WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now. WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com.
From the Phone Zone Sports Desk, I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's a look at what's trending in Western New York. The man accused of killing Colts linebacker and an Uber driver will face federal immigration charges. Manuel Orrego Zavala is set to appear in an Indianapolis courtroom Wednesday for an initial hearing. Police say the 37-year-old Guatemalan citizen was drunk when he struck the men head-on early Sunday morning. A Penguin great honored by his former team on Tuesday, Marc-Andre Fleury, now a netminder for the Golden Knights, was featured in a 3-minute video montage during the first period, complete with a standing ovation, cheers, and tears. Fleury had 33 saves, but gave up 5 goals in a 5-4 loss to the Penguins. The Sabres gave the Ducks all they could handle on Tuesday night. Here's Jack Eichel. Look at the slap shot for the goal, tying the game at 3. Overtime, Adam Henrique with the wrister for the game winner for the Ducks as they win it going away. Bad news for the Knicks. Their superstar Kristaps Porzingis tore his ACL in Tuesday's loss to the Bucks. The injury occurred 3 minutes into the second quarter when Porzingis landed on his defender's foot after throwing a mean dunk down. His left ankle seemed to buckle under pressure. Porzingis was helped off the floor by 2 teammates. He couldn't put much pressure on the leg. No doubt he's done for the season. Winners of 4 in a row, the Bonnies return home after 2 road wins. One exhilarating road win in Duquesne on Saturday. St. Louis, the improving Billikens, tonight's opponent, have won 3 straight and 5 of their last 6. Led by its backcourt, St. Bonaventure has won 8 in a row at the Riley Center. This will be the first of 2 meetings this year between the teams. and the 21st meeting overall. The series is tied at 10. The Bonnies, however, have won the last 6 meetings. High school basketball scores: Randolph over Gowanda 69-61. Dunkirk bounces Southwestern 63-55. One last note, community college basketball and 2 great games in the city tonight. Powerhouse Monroe plays JCC. The women start at 5:30. The men tip off at 7:30. From the Phone Zone Sports Desk, I'm Ryan Hedrick. It all unfolds here.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Catch your First Defense forecast daily on WNY News Now. Like great food, great news needs experts. Become a community reporter when you see breaking news or have a news tip we should know about. Drop us a line on Facebook today. Speaking of great food, Jeremy's Bellevue offers pasta, classic burgers, seafood, and of course, wings. Visit Jeremy's Bellevue on Facebook. You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
And welcome back to News Now. The cover of the newest issue of Sports Illustrated features the Super Bowl 52 champion Philadelphia Eagles. It also spotlights backup quarterback Nick Foles catching a touchdown pass and a historic trick play. The story chronicles how Philly built a championship team. It breaks down everything from Nick Foles' decision to retire, a text from Kansas City Chief coach Andy Reid that changed his mind, and goes to the scene in the Eagles locker room after their Super Bowl win. The Sports Illustrated issue hits newsstands Thursday. The Eagles defeated the Patriots on Sunday 41-33.
What a game. I got the pleasure to watch it with you.
Yeah, we were over at Chris's, and it didn't seem like a Super Bowl to me. No? It didn't have the atmosphere, but that's partly because I'm a Green Bay Packers fan. Mm-hmm. And if not the Packers, then the Bills. But it was a better game than I expected. It really was.
Right. I going into it, I thought, all right, the Patriots are going to win.
Yes.
They're going to win. They're going to blow them away, and Tom Brady's going to be happy. But that wasn't the case. And I was shocked to see how it developed. And then that sort of comeback, like, they're going to come back and crush whatever hope was fostered.
You waited for everybody did.
Yeah.
To me, the turning point was the trick play that Foles caught for the touchdown. The quarterback, they tried it earlier, the Patriots, and Brady dropped the ball. And I think maybe, I'm not overreacting, but I think maybe we saw Brady starting to show that he's a 40-year-old.
Yeah, a little bit.
And I think, to me, the interesting thing was here was a team that really no one gave a chance, really. I mean, Vegas had it 4.5 points for New England. And yet they played, and they stuck to their game plan. They didn't panic, and they came out on top.
And that's been the big debate. Dakota, who I'm in for today, you're in for me, was obviously upset.
Yes.
Over the weekend at the Patriots' loss, and but he said almost like he's going to stick with his team even after Tom Brady leaves, and only Lord knows when that's going to be. Yeah. Because I don't think he would leave though, even if there's the decline. I don't know.
Why at some point, if he doesn't leave, they may make him leave. Yeah. But they don't have the backup now. They got rid of Garoppolo. Mm-hmm. And I think it's a better chance that Belichick leaves than Brady. I really do. And frankly, as a Packers fan, I wish they'd both go play in the Canadian Football League.
Right.
That's me. Yeah, I think the ratings were down this year because I think overall people still have issues with the NFL.
Right.
But like I say, it didn't seem like a Super Bowl until the end. It seemed like just another game. And it's actually the only game I've watched kick off to the end all year. I kind of didn't watch any.
Right.
Part of it was because of political things going on, and part of it was because Aaron Rodgers was injured, so my team was going nowhere.
Right. It was a good game, though. Good atmosphere, I think, where we were at.
Good,
and I
good
hope
company.
Right.
Good cannolis.
Yeah.
Great burgers. Yeah.
I hope that you had a similar atmosphere at home, too, and it was...
And now you can get getting ready to watch baseball.
Right, exactly.
Because the Sabres aren't doing much in hockey, but maybe the Cubs will be good again this year, as we're hoping.
How about them Jammers?
Well, I'm getting excited. I'm probably going to have season tickets this year. Yeah. And I love it down there. I think they play a better grade of baseball than the professional Jammers played, only because these are kids trying to get discovered. They're trying to just get an opportunity.
Working hard to prove themselves.
And their manager is a steely-eyed missile man when it comes to baseball. He knows, Barone knows his stuff.
He does.
And so hopefully we'll see you down there at the park. I'm going to be there, and I think it's great that we've got to keep supporting them to make sure they can financially stay here as a feasible situation.
Yeah. One more final check at the weather forecast, if we can route links one in the control room. Wanted to go over snowfall again, because that's really one of the biggest stories in weather. Is you see 5 to 8 inches in Olean as we come more westward, 4 to 7 in Salamanca. Same story in Jamestown. Surprisingly, I suppose, as you head northward, we have lesser amounts of snow, and that more than likely is because of the lack of lake effect snow. This is kind of just a big system.
Which is strange because the ice is open again. The lake is open.
Right. So it seems like just the winds is just making it just enough that we're not coming from the west, we're coming from the south. So, and that's what it looks like right now. Again, we saw in the live Doppler earlier that Route 60 getting pummeled. These areas are used to it, but driving conditions even here in the city of Jamestown are pretty yucky. And for the next 7 days here, tomorrow we'll get a little bit of sunshine, highs in the 20s. Friday back to more snow, less sun, warmer though. We keep getting warmer through the weekend. Rain-snow mix on Sunday looking right now. As that creeps a little closer, we'll get some details as we get past that 32-degree mark. Monday and Tuesday, though, we'll see some sunshine and then 43 degrees.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Tuesday.
Yeah, it's going to be like summer.
Well, yeah, summer in Chautauqua County, I guess. So.
It's like our midwinter summer break.
Exactly. Okay, well, thank you. And that's it for today. Be sure to join us right back here tomorrow. News continues 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com.
And just a heads up, Dakota will be back next week. So
yes, we will. We wish his dad well.
Already.
And so, to steal a phrase, that's the way it is, February 8th, 2018. Good day and good luck.